Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV and the Praetorium, the final dungeon of base A Realm Reborn. Like the last one, the customary Meridianum, this is an 8-player dungeon. And this is a long one, so I might split the episode in the middle. So here we are. The Ultima Weapon will almost certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. And like Meridianum, these has also cutscenes that cannot be skipped. This is it, my friend. Also, people run. Just run to the terminal and the elevator. Now, last episode I said if I wanted to change it, I would turn Custom Meridianum simply into a 4-player dungeon, maybe shorten the cutscenes and so on. But that is not really feasible for the Praetorium because the cutscenes here are significantly longer and, quite frankly, more important to the story as it unravels. Now, what I would do with Praetorium probably would be turn it into a raid. So split it up into several instances and just have several instances for the Praetorium where we progress through the area. The only alternative I could think of is would be turn it, well, into a single player duty, really. But I don't know. When you have this nice instance, despite all its flaws, it has to do repetition. It seems a waste. By the way, I would cut this second room we are currently in, and until we get to the next Magitech terminal, I would cut out if I did it as a raid. Because this is just a long hallway. Another key, another door. Gaius. Sid, my boy, you're late. There's something I always meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part in Meteor. He told me he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Come now, Sid, you must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in its thrall. Shortly before his transformation, mayhap sensing that something was amiss, your father confided to me all the regrets of his life. Most of them concerned you. Early in your career, he realized that while you had the talent for devising armaments, it would never fulfill you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using the knowledge for peaceful purposes. And the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it, though he could not let it show. You blew holes in this place just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said it so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny. I assure you, it lies not with the Empire. A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? With your power joined to mine, we might do much for this realm. Together we could bring order to Eorzea and usher in lasting peace. No. No? And then it can expect no better answer than this? So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship. And it's your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save as an ally, you are too dangerous to be let alive. Run, Sid, or stay, it makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Gaius, wait! Damn it! So, it's auto-scrolling here. Just a bit too fast for proper reading out loud. Knowing Gaius, he's headed for the Ultima Weapon. If we find him, so too will we find our quarry. With these instruments, we can monitor every nook and cranny in the castrum. I think it's time we divided our forces. Pray or go on, give chase. I'll track your movements from here and guide you through the complex. We'll stay in contact via link pearl. Be careful, alright? You need proper firepower to blast through that. Try and find another path to the armor bay. Someone just limit burst here? Okay. Well, would you look at this? I just found your unit just for you, Desiree. I sent the identification data to the terminal. You can use it to activate her. There ought to be an identification key reader nearby. You need to complete pilot registration before you can activate an armor. And we forget someone. But yeah, everyone needs to use the T terminal for the next step, or otherwise you can't use the magic armor here. Strap into the Magitech armor. Hey you. Ah, there she is. I trust you recognize our old friend? Maggie, was it? We must have shipped her here from the Sentry. Considering all she's been through, it's a wonder she's still operational. Tough old girl. Now that you're suitably armed, you can blast open that bulkhead. The external walkway will take you back there. Follow it till you come upon a way down to the lower level. Yeah, now we're sitting in Maggie, our Magitech armor from Custom Sentry. With 2 abilities. Cannon fire. And gunfire. I think I would make this part the start of a second raid if we would split it up like that. And make that all the way to the next boss. Well, that is not ideal because the next boss has before his battle a long cutscene. Maybe shorten that a little, but I'm not really certain about that. And there's the next elevator, you just have to walk onto it to go down. There's a Proto Ultima arm unit. Don't get too close or you get swatted. Careful, second arm. And blast through. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon, as I did so memorably once before. As you may recall, the armor's core is like to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if you want to press on. Now listen well. Please press button, engage, accelerate, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. No, Maggie. You're natural at this, alright, the way's clear. But it's just you on your own 2 feet now, so be careful. You have been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Is someone there? Garland, old friend, how it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. It would seem this land of savages agrees with you. The highest ranking tribunals of the 14th? It was you all this time? Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me? Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the two of us. Yet the fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You were admired as the young prodigy simply because your father was a great Midas-man Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend. Your reputed genius gained credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of casting you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. I meanwhile have ever been made to feel second-rate. I who have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Whenever I fail to excel, why, it's only to be expected. Yet, when I exceed all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of Sid non-bloody Garland. Nero, I don't know what to say. It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Baelsar saw fit to offer you a place at his side, and this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offer to me, the man who had remained loyal to him for all these years? Why no, he did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord Van Baelsar is in the midst of activating the fully powered Ultima Weapon. It is my magnum opus, the creation that will win me the recognition I'm due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you... Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I have watched you. Every move you made, every step you've taken. Your felt icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It's of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power for use in the Ultima Weapon. Should I succeed, Lord Van Baelsar will surely take notice. Besides this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. Crap. I've tried to burn the limit burst because when you enter the arena with Nero, it gets reset to 0. Might as well burn it, right? With a ranged DPS character. And one of our tanks is dead? Or is he disconnected? See? This changes. Nothing. The Ultima Weapon is activated and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Are you alright? What of Nero? Flat? Damn it. In an instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the inner chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Customs Sentry. What hands they can spare are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that's left is to destroy the Ultima Weapon. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. There are bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? And this away. And from here on out, it's only boss fights. Also voice acting.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima Weapon. Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about Don. They're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Gaius?
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
I fight for Eorzea.
How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not?
No.
Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the impotent ruler, that of false worship. A path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
Let's see about that. Yeah, that's Dan's champion of Eorzea.
What foolishness could prompt you to attack me? Seems I underestimated you.
Impressive. Now it's my turn.
Eorzea is mine by right. Come, we shall see if you can finish what you have started.
And about 3/4 through the battle, he flees.
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
And because cutscene stupidity, we just let them walk away.